Welcome to the AAU TV Mid-Week News, coming to you live from the headquarters of the Association of African Universities. Coming to you live from the headquarters of the Association of African Universities. My name is Ajiman Ochridako, and joining me.
And I'm Chimai Madaladem Doche.
And our headlines for the week: African Universities Day Celebration 2023 pioneers hybrid celebration in AI in African higher education. Our health story: high level of fluoride associated with decrease of disabilities in children.
In our discovery story, archaeologists in Morocco discover fresh ruins at Shilan Asian port close to Rabat. And in our sports, Bonmati Balunina describes the year as unparalleled. Please stay with us for more news on AAU TV Midweek News. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, and the Association of African Universities marked the African Universities Day with a hybrid celebration on November 6, 2023 at its headquarters in Accra, Ghana, showcasing a technology-infused approach, partnering with Academic City University College, a prominent institution specializing in engineering, robotics, and artificial intelligence in Ghana. The AAU focused its celebration on the theme Artificial Intelligence in African Higher Education.
The Association of African Universities, AAU, successfully inaugurated its hybrid African Universities Day celebration on November 6, 2023, at its headquarters in Accra, Ghana, employing a technology-driven approach. In collaboration with Academic City University College, a leading institution in engineering, robotics, and artificial intelligence in Ghana, the AAU centered its celebration on the theme Artificial Intelligence in African Higher Education. African Universities Day, an annual celebration in November coinciding with the AAU's founding, serves as a vital platform for fostering critical dialogue among stakeholders to enhance higher education in Africa. This year marked the 56th anniversary of the AAU, and the event aimed to engage information technology representatives, researchers, lecturers, students, and tech enthusiasts. Notable institutions such as Academic City University College, All African Student Union (ASU), Knatsford University College, and University of Professional Studies Accra were among the participants. The event commenced with an engaging student-led discussion forum exploring how students across various African institutions were embracing AI technologies in higher education. Dr. Victor Odumoyiwa, director of the NITDA Innovation Hub at the University of Lagos, Nigeria, moderated the section, connecting virtually with students from universities including University of Lagos, Nigeria, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Ghana, University Gaston Berger de Saint Louis, Senegal, and Strathmore University in Kenya. The central focus of the event underscored the profound interest of African youth and their future amidst the pervasive influence of technology, encompassing artificial intelligence, machine learning, and robotics. Professor Olushola Oyewole emphasized the importance of placing African youth at the forefront of discussion on emerging issues like artificial intelligence, advocating for their active role in its adoption and integration into the African economy. Ms. Nodumo Delamini, Director of ICT and Knowledge Management at the Association of African Universities, in an interview with the AAU TV, shared her views on the pivotal role artificial intelligence could play in enhancing innovations, research by students in Africa.
I think the presentations really demonstrated what African students are doing. There was no presentation which was duplicated. The artificial intelligence applications that they demonstrated spanned mental health, agriculture, industry in terms of palm oil adulteration, and also even how to reduce bias to ensure there's no bias in the large machine language learning protocols, by ensuring that the data that is fed into AI is actually balanced data.
I think artificial intelligence is very good, most importantly in the educational sector. Being a student, I think artificial intelligence is purposely there to help me enhance my skills. Most people generally say artificial intelligence is going to place people or make people unemployed. But then from my perspective, I think if you are able to garner how to use artificial intelligence, grow your knowledge about it, you'll be able to use it to enhance your work.
I think for me the biggest challenge is around data privacy. The other challenge is around if us as Africa were not at the forefront, these systems will be determined and controlled from outside Africa. So we need to make sure that our perceptions, our knowledge, our information is also in there.
The Association of African Universities.
Still within the aura of celebration inauguration, delegates from the World Bank Group, the French Development Agency, the Association of African Universities, and the Ministry of Higher Education of Cote d'Ivoire have officially inaugurated the ACE at 10th anniversary celebrations. This significant launch occurred at the luxurious event venue in Abidjan, coinciding with the formal commencement of the 10th Africa Higher Education Centers of Excellence for Development on Tuesday, 31 October 2023.
Dr. Ikea Bento, a senior education specialist at the World Bank Group, underscored the substantial investment of over $650 million into the ACE program, specifically targeting the enhancement of higher education quality in sub-Saharan Africa.
To date, the World Bank has invested over $650 million across all of the ACE projects, and AFD has also put in about $72 million supporting countries in Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, and Nigeria, and also provided 6 million euros to support the partner networks.
The initiative commenced in 2014 with ACE 1, featuring 22 centers in 9 countries in West and Central Africa, followed by ACE 2 in 2016, which supported 24 centers in 8 countries within Southern and Eastern Africa. The success of the initial phases led to the inception of the ACE Impact Project in 2018, a collaboration between the World Bank Group, the French Development Agency, AFD, and African governments. This initiative aims to further strengthen postgraduate training and applied research in established fields, while also facilitating the development of new fields crucial for Africa's economic growth. Currently operational in 11 countries and encompassing 53 centers, including 8 renowned from ACE 1, ACE Impact stands as a transformative force in the region's higher education landscape. Dr. Sylvia Nkandawere, Senior Program Manager of ACE Impact at the Association of African Universities AAU, outlined the plans for the celebratory event, with a focal project-level celebration scheduled to take place in Ghana in 2024.
So we have planned various activities, and together with the country-level national ministries of education, we are going to have at least plans to celebrate at national level with their respective centers. Following to that, we plan to have a very grand celebration event in Ghana. So this will be next year, but the dates will be communicated later.
This pinnacle event will serve as an opportunity to highlight and commemorate the significant milestone achieved under the ACE program, while charting a course for its continued evolution and impact in transforming Africa's educational sphere.
We bring the conversation back here in the studio with Jemima to look at some of the uniqueness this event has been. Let's try and recount on some of the unique antecedents for the ACE project from ACE 1 to 2 to ACE Impact. What have you got to share on this?
Okay, so first of all, I would say the ACE Impact project is a World Bank initiative in collaboration with governments to support higher education institutions in specializing in STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and then mathematics. Not only that, but there is environment, there is agriculture, there is applied sciences, and also education and then health. So with that, there was ACE 1, which was launched in 2014.
Sure.
And with ACE 1, there were 22 centers of excellence in nine countries, which West and Central Africa.
Splendid.
Yes, and these countries, some of these countries are Ghana, Nigeria, Senegal, Togo, Gambia, and then others. And one of the aim of the ACE 1 was to promote regional specialization among participating universities in areas that specifically address common regional developmental challenges.
Sure.
And I think this is a good one. I also read another aim, which talks about strengthening the capacity of these universities that are under the ACE to deliver high-quality training and applied research, as well as demand for skills for African development. And that was, and there came ACE 2, which was in 2016.
Yes.
Yes.
And you know, one would say it was such an awesome trajectory from ACE 1 to ACE 2.
That's true.
And what was unique also with ACE 2?
Okay, so ACE 2, which I said was launched in 2016, this was launched in East and Southern Africa with 24 countries across Ethiopia, Kenya, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Tanzania, Uganda, and then Zambia. So there were quite a lot of countries in ACE 2. And then based on the initial success story, the World Bank and the French Development Agency, which is the AFD, in collaboration with our African government, launched the ACE Impact project in 2018. And this project...
Before you go to ACE Impact, which is what is running currently, what would you say, if you were to sum up what ACE Impact has been the distinguished factor with ACE Impact above, or let's say within ACE 1 and ACE 2?
Okay, so I would say there has been a widespread of university participation.
Great.
Yes, I think in ACE 1 there was, but in ACE Impact, yes, there has been the strengthening of universities' wide participation.
Sure.
That is one. Sure. And equally, there has been the strengthening of entrepreneurship and then innovation.
Right.
Of course, it runs through all, but ACE Impact is looking at enhancing these entrepreneurship and then innovation skills. Yeah, so that's the little I've got to say.
I wish I could add something to what you said, but I would want to go with the books and say that ACE Impact is also doing amazing in terms of institutional development, supported with facilities and also infrastructural development with institutions. And I know that institutions are all, centers are also growing. And ACE Impact is looking forward to bring sort of independence and sustainability, planting that into the center so that in the near future, these centers can be able to make their own, chart their own course in the future. Sure.
That's true. Okay, so...
Health news is next. Jemima comes with you. Health news.
Okay. A study in neurotoxicology and teratology examine how different fluoride levels in rural Ethiopian drinking water impact children's cognitive ability. Led by Teodoro Godiba, an assistant professor at Tulane University, the research involved 74 school-age students using wells with fluoride concentration from 0.4 to 15.5 milligram per liter.
A study published in the journal Neurotoxicology and Teratology delves into the potential impact of fluoride levels in drinking water on the cognitive abilities of rural Ethiopian communities. Led by Theodoros Godebu, Assistant Professor of Environmental Health Sciences at Tulane University School of Public Health and Tropical Medicine, the research involved 74 school-aged children from regions using wells with varying fluoride concentrations which range from 0.4 to 15.5 milligram per liter. The study found that increased exposure to fluoride in drinking water correlated with more errors in drawing task and memory tests conducted on the participants. While Godebo acknowledged the association between high fluoride levels and cognitive impairment, the study emphasized the need for further research to validate these initial findings and shed light on the potential neurotoxic effects of fluoride, especially concerning early brain development and childhood cognition. Though fluoride is essential in preventing tooth decay, excessive intake has been linked to adverse effects on cognitive abilities in past epidemiological studies conducted in rural communities in China and India. Animal research has suggested that fluoride can cross the placenta and blood-brain barriers, which in regions with limited alternative water sources might lead to chronic exposure starting from conception. The Ethiopian Rift Valley served as an ideal location for this investigation, offering a consistent exposure to naturally occurring fluoride levels, presenting an opportunity to explore the potential impact without significant confounding factors, given the similar lifestyle shared by those raised in the region. Godebo and the team aimed to expand the research by studying low fluoride communities within the same setting to compare and understand the neurotoxic potential of fluoride at lower levels, providing crucial insights for decisions regarding water fluoridation in drinking water system. Co-authors from Tulane University, Duke University, the University of Kentucky, and Addis Ababa University contributed to the study.
Stick with us for Discovery News after this short break. Stay tuned.
Are you a university, college, high school, private organization, NGO, individual professor, instructor or facilitator seeking to take advantage of the numerous benefits of online education? Look no further. The AAU eLearn Africa LMS is a great opportunity to begin your journey to online course development and creation for teaching, learning and training purposes. AAU eLearn Africa LMS, which is a partnership between the Association of African Universities and eLearn Africa, has made available ease to use online learning tools to all stakeholders within the educational ecosystem of the African continent. This is to enhance teaching and learning in the bid to expand online learning opportunities for students in Africa. The online platform is open and available for free to all stakeholders and facilitates virtual access to classes without needing the other tools such as Zoom, Microsoft Teams, among others. For more information, visit www.elearnafricalms.com or contact us via aauLMS@aau.org or estherm@elearnafrica.com. Follow us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook at AAU eLearn Africa LMS. Looking for a job in
Welcome back from the break, and in our discovery story, recent excavations at Morocco's Shela archaeologist site, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, revealed crucial historical findings. Once settled by Phoenicians and serving as a Roman outpost, these excavations uncovered inscribed bricks in Neo-Punic and ancient language.
At the Shela archaeological site in Morocco, researchers have revealed remarkable discoveries that shed light on its historical significance. The UNESCO World Heritage Site, spanning 1.2 square miles, was initially settled by the Phoenicians and later became a crucial Roman outpost from the 2nd to 5th century. During the recent evacuations, findings included inscribed bricks in the Neo-Punic, an ancient language that predates the Roman era in Morocco. The main evacuation site, closed for renovations due to the pandemic, has been undergoing expansion since March and covering a larger area than Volubilis, a well-known set of ruins east of Rabat. Abdulaziz El Hayari, a professor of pre-Islamic archaeology, emphasized the site's importance due to its strategic location near the water, indicating its role in facilitating trade, potentially involving the import of Italian marble and export of African ivory. The recent discoveries at Chile, particularly away from the central area, have brought forth remarkable artifacts, including a statue of a woman believed to represent a deity or empress draped in clothes. This statue stands as the first of its kind discovered in Morocco since the 1960s. Additionally, a limestone and sandbrick neighborhood were unveiled, adding layers to the historical narrative of the site. Mehdi Ben said Morocco's Minister of Youth, Culture and Communication expressed optimism about leveraging the site's proximity to the capital to attract local and international tourists. The government has invested significantly in the project and plans to further double the funding yearly until the evacuation is complete, with the aim of revitalizing the site of tourism, setting a target of 1 million visitors as an ambition akin to the success of the Volubilis. The Chile archaeological revelations open new windows into Morocco's rich historical heritage. With its deep-rooted Phoenician and Roman origins, the site's extensive discoveries underscores its importance as a key trade center. The ongoing evacuations have revealed rare artifacts, indicating the richness of the site's history. The government's ambitious plans to invest and promote the site as a tourist attraction reveal a commitment to revitalizing this historically significant location, potentially drawing interest from a vast number of visitors.
You're welcome to the Sports and Entertainment segment. My name is Mamiko Takwanyame, and in our sports news, Eitana Bonmati, aged 25, recently gained widespread attention as a recipient of the Ballon d'Or owing to an exceptional string of accomplishments. Her leadership in Spain's victory at the Women's World Cup and significant contributions to Barcelona's second Champions League win distinguished her as the top player in both competitions, earning her the title of the best player globally alongside Lionel Messi.
Eitana Bonmati, at 25 years old, has made headlines as the recent recipient of the Ballon d'Or following an extraordinary series of achievements. She notably led Spain to victory in the Women's World Cup and played an integral role in Barcelona's second Champions League win. These outstanding performances earned her recognition as the best player in both competitions, culminating in being named the best player in the world alongside Lionel Messi. Bonmati's exceptional skill and pivotal role in her team's triumphs solidify her as a force to be reckoned with in the world of football. However, the celebrations surrounding the Spanish team's accomplishments were marred by controversial incidents involving Luis Rubiales, the former president of the Spanish Soccer Federation. During the World Cup award ceremony, he cased forward Jenny Hermoso, diverting attention from the team's success. This incident sparked internal discord, with the Spanish team leading to a protest against the federation due to perceived discrimination practices. Leveraging their newly earned status as world champions, the team successfully catalyzed the removal of Rubiales, and their advocacy led to crucial improvements in various aspects, including staff support, travel arrangements, and assistance for players with young children. As part of a broader reformation within the federation, a significant symbolic change was made by eliminating the distinction between the men's and women's national soccer teams. Both teams are now collectively recognized as Spain's national football teams, marking a step forward in promoting gender equality and unity within the sport. This shift demonstrates a progressive approach toward inclusivity and equality, heralding a more unified and equitable environment in Spanish football.
In our entertainment news, talented opera singers from South Africa are preparing for the upcoming Operalia competition, each with a unique journey into the world of opera. Notably, Numbulelo Yendi, a soprano, and Sipokazi Maltino, a mezzo-soprano based in New York, are among the dedicated aspirants readying themselves for this prestigious event.
As the Operalia competition approaches, several talented opera singers from South Africa are diligently rehearsing for the auditions, each with a unique journey into the world of opera. Nombulelo Yendi, a soprano, and Sipokazi Maltino, a mezzo-soprano based in New York, are among the aspirants preparing for this prestigious event. Yendi, already established in her career, views Operalia as an opportunity to expand her artistic horizons, while Maltino reflects on her introduction to opera through a Mozart aria, an experience that deeply resonated with her despite opera not being a prominent presence in her community. Sakiwe Nkosana, a baritone who initially aimed to become a lawyer, was nudged toward opera by a perceptive high school teacher who recognized his vocal talent. Embracing the power of storytelling through music, Nkosana finds fulfillment in captivating audiences even if they do not comprehend the language. Another contender, Luvo Maranti, made a significant leap from his job in human resources to pursue his passion for opera. Starting with minimal knowledge about the art form, Maranti persisted despite facing financial hardships and the challenges of transitioning from choir singing to solo performances. Operalia, established by Placido Domingo, presents an invaluable platform for these South African talents, allowing them to exhibit their skills to industry professionals such as managers, agents, and casting directors. The competition serves as a unique opportunity for these singers to gain recognition on a global scale without the necessity of extensive travel for auditions. Their participation in Operalia marks a significant chance to be noticed and appreciated in the opera community, offering a significant leap forward.
That is it for sports and entertainment news. Up next is business news. My name is Mamiuku Takwanyame.
Looking for a job in higher education institution on the African continent? There is no need to go looking. The Africa Education Jobs Board will deliver available jobs to you via our platform. To start your search, visit our website. On our website, you will find variety of job postings classified by the sectors and professions they belong to. There are sections devoted to variety of career-related materials, as well as information on African countries. All information you require based on the job description and requirements are accessible on the site. If you are looking for a job in higher education on the continent, use our dedicated portal www.africa.edujobs.com. For job market updates, you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at AF Jobs Board.
Compared to the previous year. Governor Kamau Tuke of the Central Bank of Kenya addressed the parliamentary committee, acknowledging that the exchange rate had been overvalued for an extended period.
The Kenyan currency, the shilling, hit an unprecedented low on Monday, with its exchange rate reaching 150 shillings to the dollar, marking a staggering 24% decline year-on-year. The governor of the Central Bank of Kenya, Kamau Tuke, addressed a parliamentary committee acknowledging that the exchange rate has been overvalued for several years. He revealed that both the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank had previously assessed the shilling to be between 20% and 25% overvalued. The efforts to artificially maintain a strong exchange rate have led to a loss of international reserves, raising concerns as these reserves now cover less than 4 months' worth of imports. This drastic devaluation of the shilling is largely attributed to the robustness of the US dollar, partly influenced by the high yields on US Treasury bonds. The weakening shilling has resulted in higher costs of imports, exacerbating Kenya's debt burden, which had already amounted to more than 10,100 billion shillings, approximately 64.4 billion euros by June. President William Ruto, who assumed office in August 2022, has implemented various tax hikes and new levies aimed at bolstering government revenues and creating more fiscal leeway. However, these measures have significantly impacted the purchasing power of the citizens, contrary to his promises during the electoral campaign to alleviate the financial struggles of the poorest Kenyans. The Kenyan economy, considered the powerhouse of East Africa, has faced substantial challenges due to the COVID-19 pandemic, subsequent repercussions of the Ukraine conflict, and a severe drought in the Horn of Africa. These factors have significantly disrupted economic stability, leading to a notable decline in growth. The economy witnessed a slowdown, dropping to 4.8% growth in the previous year from a substantial 7.6% in 2021. And the growth projections for 2023 are even lower than the previous year. These combined challenges have put...
Stay tuned for international news.
Special rapporteurs have issued a joint statement expressing serious concerns regarding the situation in Palestine, specifically in Gaza, and the imminent risk of genocide faced by the Palestinian population. They emphasized the urgent need for essential humanitarian supplies like food, water, medicine, and fuel to alleviate the dire conditions in Gaza.
The United Nations Special Rapporteurs issued a joint statement expressing grave concerns over the situation in Palestine, particularly in Gaza, and the imminent risk of genocide faced by the Palestinian people. These experts highlighted the urgent need for essential supplies such as food, water, medication, and fuel to address the dire humanitarian situation in Gaza. Additionally, they called for the immediate release of civilians held captive following an attack by the Hamas militant and stressed the necessity for compliance with international humanitarian and human rights laws by all involved parties. In response to the UN's expert statement, Israel's embassy in Geneva dismissed the allegations as a propaganda led by Hamas, emphasizing Israel's effort to minimize harm to civilians in Gaza. The embassy condemned the use of civilians as human shields and the diversion of humanitarian aid for tourist operations. The UN experts reiterated the demand for a humanitarian ceasefire, emphasizing the importance of aid delivery to those most in need and the necessity of opening channels for communication to secure the release of hostages. Amidst this, the UN Security Council faced challenges in addressing the Israeli-Hamas conflict in Gaza, with disagreement among member states leading to an impasse. The Council failed to adopt resolution proposed by the United States and Russia, each advocating for different approaches to the conflict. Following the impasse in the Security Council, the United Nations General Assembly passed a resolution calling for an immediate, sustainable humanitarian truce between Israeli force and Hamas militants in Gaza, underscoring the need for continuous provision of life-saving.
Thank you for sticking with us on the AAU TV Mid-Week News. We'll take a quick recap of our headlines.
In our higher education story, Africa University Day Celebration 2023 pioneers hybrid celebration innovating AI in African higher education. And in our health story, higher level of fluoride associated with decreased cognitive abilities in children.
In our discovery story, archaeologists in Morocco discover fresh remains in Chile, an ancient port close to Rabat. And in our sport, Romati Balonina describes the year as unparalleled.
Thank you for staying with us on the Midweek News on AAU TV and get interactive with us on all our platforms, social media, and it is Association of African Universities, all platforms. Let's hear from you. My name is Ajaman Ochrodako.
And I am Jemima Daladem Doche. Stay tuned.
Have a nice day. Sure. Have a nice day.